Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am here with the video of class 6 English second. In our last video we have completed chapter number 7, that is All American Slurp, and in today's video we are going to do the explanation part of the poem If I Were a Giant. Starting our today's video with the explanation of the poem If I Were a Giant. So this is the poem about the poet who is actually thinking of himself as a giant. He wants to become a giant and want to paint the world. So let us read in the poem that what all he wants to do when he is going to do the painting. So an ancient Greek scholar once said, painting is silent poetry and poetry is painting with the gift of speech. Let us read a poem that paints pictures with words. If I were a giant, I wonder if I could stand on my tiptoes and paint the sky. Here the poet is saying that if he were a giant, he would wonder that if he could stand on the tiptoes and paint the sky. Here with I they have used were, which is grammatically not right, since with I we always use was or have, but here we have used verb. Whenever we are imagining something, that is not possible because we cannot become a giant. That is not possible. This is just an imagination. So whenever we are imagining, we use were with I. So here the poet is actually thinking that if he would become a giant, he would go on his tiptoes, means he would stand on his toes and then paint the sky. I would fashion paintbrushes from the branches of tree. And where would he make the paintbrushes from the branches of the trees. With the help of the branches he would make a paintbrush of it, and paint all the clouds as they float on the breeze. As according to him, the clouds float with the help of the breeze, so he would paint it. I would wake up quite early when morning was new. When would he get up? He would get up early in the morning and paint all the daisies with pollen and dew. And with the help of pollen means the upper part of the flower, and dew is what we call it in Hindi, os. So he would mix pollen and dew together and he would paint the daisies with it. Daisies is the flower daisy. I would blend all the colors from the desert so dry and mix up a sunrise to splash on the sky. And what he's going to do, he is going to collect all the colors from the desert and mix it up and he would blend it. And why would he blend? Because it is so dry, and mix up with the sunrise to splash to the sky, and it would mix it with the color of the sunrise, and then it would splash on the sky. It will throw it in the sky. I would stride to the mountains and gather the snow. Now he'll go to the mountain and he would gather the snow to paint snow white blossoms where blossoms should grow. And then he would paint the blossoms of the snow white, which is always white in color. I would dip my tree brush in the yellow corn and I would paint golden beaches by waving my hands. And now he's going to put that branches in the yellow corn, and when he would put it in the yellow corn, the color yellow would come in his branches brush, and then he would paint the beaches golden by waving his hands. I would grind autumn leaves, some pink ones, some red, and cover the sun as she set off to bed. And what he's going to do, he will mix autumn leaves, some which are red and also red and pink, and then what he will do, he will grind them together, will make one color, and then cover the sun off to bed. when the sun sets, the color of the sun is light, some reddish pink na. So he is going to paint it that way by mixing the autumn leaves, which are green, which are red and pink. Coming on to the next page. I would hunt all the shadows that hide from the light and dip them in the pen ink and blacken the night. And what he's going to do, he's going to take all the shadow is dark in color, so it will mix the color of the shadow with the pen ink, the ink of the pen, and then he would make a dark color with which he will make the night more black. I can dream I am a giant from the books on my shelf, but I know when I wake, nature's painted herself. And now he's saying that he knows that he wants to become he is a giant from the books that are kept on the shelf, from the story books that he reads. But when he will get up in the morning, the nature will already be painted the way he wants it to be painted. With this, the explanation part of the chapter is over, and in my next video I'm going to give you the answers of this poem. Till then, you complete your work. Till this chapter, you have to write the word meanings, which are only 2 in your notebooks, and to complete your work. I will see you all in my next video. Thank you.